Shout out. D-Money calls me and says, hey man, something was said on air and I don't know how you're going to feel about it. He said, what was said? She told me what was said. I said, well, you know how I'm going to feel about it. I don't think we can move with that, you know? Especially because we're family, I don't think it's necessary for that to go on. Nonetheless, the episode airs. Sean hits me up. He says, yo, did you see this? Now I'm sitting there and my girl is gutted. I think that was the first motivation. I had never seen my hand that feeling so low.
Wow.
You know, feeling so low, feeling so degraded, disrespected. It's like, you know, and this is some of the things that I feel like, you know, Gigi's been dealing with just as a female rapper in the game.
True.
You know,
since from the jump.
You know, since the jump, you know, she's always had to just face a lot of this type of conversation or criticism. Because up till then, I thought I knew Sfiso.
Yeah.
I thought me and Sfiso are secret. I mean, you know, we don't ever have to be in the same room ever, but Dudu had already told me that the guys wanted a follow-up interview. I said, I'm gonna come, but don't tell them I'm coming. And why that was important for me is because I believe if you knew I was coming, if they knew I was coming, it'd be excuses, it'd be blah, 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 blah. So because you're so good at saying things off the top of your head, let's see how you react to be
off the dome.
To be questioned.
Natural.
Yeah. And let me tell you, like, I was calm. Yeah, but before I walked in, you know, I listened to these niggas. They were talking about something that had nothing to do with anything. Something about Kabza and Pori and what. You know, and I remember listening to this nigga saying, yo, this nigga doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh, so you did chill a bit.
Yeah, I had to, you know,
and
wait.
observe.
Yeah.
Are they seeing you by now when they're talking about Kabza?
No, when I walked in, they were busy having lunch or something there, drinking. You know? Dudu said, chill there. I'll tell you when to come in. I want them to start the conversation and talk. I said, it's fine. I chilled there. I saw your little minions out there. I saw them all scatter. I saw them all change.
So Dudu was like, chill.
She's like, wait here. I'll tell you when to come in. Yeah, produce again. I'm cold. Let's these niggas in. I don't know if she even told them why I was there or whatever, but nonetheless, they all sit there. I have a feeling Monaka knew. I have a feeling Monaka knew because I remember Monaka actually did try and reach out to Gigi to apologize.
Okay.
So I have a feeling she knew. That's why she didn't get the most of it.
Yeah,
because I know she tried. She actually realized and she tried to rectify.
Woman to woman.
Yeah. To say, yo, I realized what I did wrong there. So I had no smoke with her. And if anything, I would have never had smoke with her. I was there for the niggas.
Hate you.
You know?
Yeah.
So when I got on there, that thing just triggered me into remembering, dog, yes, you hired some bodies there. You hired niggas who actually don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
Making some stupid comments about Kabza and Pori. And I was like, yo, this is so divisive. But I was amped by that thing. I went in there to say, do you guys know what the fuck you guys are talking about? That was really my motivation. Dog, you guys have a platform. You've been given a platform that holds so much power and so much responsibility. And with all the things that I do, you decide to talk about how you feel about who I'm dating. You understand what I'm saying? You know, when I look at that thing, I feel like we should be sharing information about things that people don't know.
But no one watches that.
Who cares? So you want people to watch shit that doesn't exist? You want us to sit there and watch you talk about Babala's drinking problem? Who gives a fuck? Why do you know about Babala's drinking problem? Let's talk about you stealing money by mistake. You stole money by mistake. A professional. A whole professional. Is Fiso a commentator? Do you guys Fiso to be a commentator? To sit and comment about why didn't you comment on Take's abuse? If he's a commentator, why didn't he comment on Take's abuse when Nota was right? I'm giving you comment about things that happen in people's lives. Let's comment about the one that's immediate.
Alleged abuse.
Whatever. Alleged abuse.
It's an accusation.
Situation. No, it's an accusation. Sorry, don't sue me.
Yeah.
But why aren't you talking about that? Because that's something that's happening in the culture. It's out there. You've put it out there. Why do you feel that why is it, and what important information are people gonna get from you talking about, hey, that's some fast MacG? I'm funny. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. You must decide if your podcast represents gossip and bullshit, or are you here to build a culture? Because even in the conversation that you're talking with the gossip and bullshit, it's stupid shit. Why are you not talking about the fact that Benzo signed to us? The biggest artist in the country right now is signed to Sizwe.
The reality is, dog.
Hold on.
The reality.
Benzo.
The reality is,
Mabalabala, snogo nogo, chip chip.
For real.
My kid is running the country right now. Why is that not a you see? Look at that bomb drop. That's something you should be finding out from Sfiso.
Wow,
That guy
yeah,
doesn't
I
even
didn't know that, bro.
Exactly.
So,
but that's
I know
why you
Jep, I know Uncool and all other big names.
Why
Wow.
are your employees not telling the people those things? They don't even know who Sean is. You know who Sean is. His employer knows who Sean is. That guy doesn't even know who Sean is. Why are we taking information from a person who doesn't even know who Slow is? You don't know Slow for.
No speed.
Come on. You can't.
Who's slow for though?
Bro, those niggas are supposed to tell you. One of the biggest fucking most influential piano kids that the culture's ever created.
Wow.
You understand? That kid is, forget about Slow, dog. There's other people in this industry. If I could tell you, I'd fire those guys and I'd put 10 times Cool over there and Tulani away. Because I see those people every day in the culture, hanging out with us, knowing things. They know who Matan is. They know who Zan is. They know who Official is. They know what's happening. You understand? Some of the shit that you talk about, you're talking about it because you know what's going on. You know, there's no speculation or opinions. We're not sitting here. Opinions are very dangerous, bro, because these kids are running with these opinions as if it's fact. Now there's somebody out there who thinks Maporisa's rocking Kabza because that guy said it. And it's like, what the fuck? Babala's drinking. Babala's drinking. Is that what we're supposed to talk about? That's what people want to buy. That's what people want to engage with. Then don't call it Piano Pulse. Call it Gossip Pulse. Then you can talk about me all you want because what else are you going to do? As a grown-ass man,